Hey guys, I'm Gage Briney, and I am so excited to finally have my own freaking podcast called the Blackout Besties. I've been waiting so long for MTV to call, for Bravo to call, somebody to give me my own show, and now I finally got it. So I am so excited. Thank you guys for everyone who's been following me since this crazy 6 months. It's been nuts. Ever since I made a video about salon shows and blacking out on margaritas, it's been a whirlwind, and I'm just happy to be here on my own podcast and for you guys to see all of the chaos that's about to unfold. And also my Taco Bell video that you guys literally got to over 4 million views. So thank you for getting Baja blasted with me. We're gonna keep trucking along. I'm really excited because, like I said, this is my first episode ever, and I've been waiting to do this for so long. And I have a special guest here with me today. He is amazing. He is great. He is so talented, and his name is Austin Mahone. Hi, Austin.
Hello, my friend.
I'm so glad that you are here on the podcast. You're my first guest, so you have a lot to live up to. So I hope you're ready for that.
Listen, I feel honored to be your first guest. And as your first guest, I just want to make it known, what is the name of this podcast? Like, can we just make it known, cement it right now? What is this called?
Blackout Besties Podcast.
I love it.
That's the name, because I black out all the time.
Someone make us a neon sign.
I would love for someone to make us a neon sign. That would be amazing. But so Austin is not just he's not just a special guest. He's also one of my best friends. So I'm just super excited to have him here and go through it all. Let's tell the people how we met, because I get asked that literally every single day. How did you meet Austin Mahone? Because I was a Mahomie at 13, okay? I was screaming, say something in the halls of the school. Okay, I thought I was in the music video. Like, I was obsessed, okay? And I know that you girls out there had Tiger Beat magazines, and you took posters and put them all over your wall, because I did too, so it's fine. Definitely did that. But let's tell the peeps how we met.
You want to tell her, or should I tell it?
I think you should. Maybe you start.
I'll start it off.
Okay. Let's get your perspective, and then I'll tell my perspective of how we met, because I think we might have two different perspectives on the...
All right. So it was a crisp summer night. I think it was probably around like June. I'm just spitballing right now, but it was in the summer sometime.
Maybe June.
You know, it was a nice, crisp June evening in the summer, and one of my favorite places to go is Barstool, because
me too. I got some stories there.
One of my friends, my DJ Chisel, he's from Miami. I've taken him all across the globe. He has a residency at Barstool, so he plays there every month. And it was just another random time when I showed up to show love.
What are the odds?
And usually, you know, we get there, we have some drinks backstage, we go on to the, you know, get going, plug in, start playing, get the music going. Drinks are starting to flow. I'm looking out into the crowd, seeing, you know, who's resonating with the songs we're playing. And lo and behold, I see a ginger angel right here in the front row.
Oh my God, I don't know about angel, but...
And you're literally staring into my soul. Like, everyone else is like in their own world, like, you know, loving life, like hanging out with their friends. And I just look at you and you're already looking at me and I'm like, whoa. What a connection already.
Oh, shit.
And so you looked at me and you were like...
No, I remember that.
No words, just the finger pull. And that's all I needed. I was like, yep, I got to go say what's up to this guy, because that was a very strong finger pull. And I don't know what this is going to lead to, but it could only be nothing but love. So I went up there, and you just poured your heart out to me right there in front of the speaker, where you were screaming into my right ear, and the speaker was blaring into my left ear. And I'm pretty sure I went deaf that night. But it was all love, and you just expressed, you know, how long you've been a fan, and it really touched me, honestly. It really did. I was like, wow, like, for someone to be, like, expressing this much love, like, it's got to be real, you know? So from then on, I was like, wow, I'll fuck with this guy. He seems pretty cool. But I just didn't know that you were cool enough to just teleport onto the stage right after that. And I was like, who let this guy up here? Where did he come from? We just had an hour conversation in the front row of the crowd. What else could we do?
There's always more. I always want more.
I found that out that night.
It's never just a little bit with me. It's all in, and it's a lot. I know, I'm a lot.
I've just realized since that day, one, you don't take no for an answer.
No. I don't like that word. I hate that word.
You don't take no for an answer, and most of the time, people just don't even tell you no.
Well, they better not. Because I do not like
just
that.
like, I didn't know the power that you had until that night. And I was like, wow, this guy literally just finessed his way onto the stage to hang out. And I can do nothing but respect it. Well, and now here we are. So
that's he summed it up pretty good. His perspective is pretty much what happened. But it's the before of all this. I saw that you lived in Nashville, and I was telling my other best friend, I was like, I have to meet Austin Mahone. Like my paths have to cross with him. Like I have to see him out, surely. And if he sees me out, I'm going to talk to him, and we're going to become best friends. He doesn't know it yet. And we were at Friends in Low Places getting lit. Like, had 2 bottles of tequila. And because I'm not going to just have 1 bottle. It's just not going to happen for me. So I'm like, let's go to Barstool. And everyone's like, oh, maybe we shouldn't go to Barstool. I'm like, oh, we're going to Barstool.
It's one of those nights.
And as soon as we walked in, my friend group saw you on stage. And then they saw me, and they're like, oh, God. He's about to go full throttle, which I did do. And then I remember we talked, and I told Chase, the VIP manager, I said, do whatever you have to do to get me on stage with Austin Mahone now. And he goes, yeah, you got it. And I was like, perfect. Love it. Thank you so much. Takes me up on stage, and I'm like, oh, here we are in my element. Austin Mahone, nice DJ, lovely people, my favorite bar. It's in the bag.
That was a night for the books for sure.
Yeah, and then but it took a couple months for me to like hear back from you.
It really did. It's crazy because we started off just like me meeting you randomly in the crowd, like you just telling me what it was. Like we made that connection. I think I may have followed you back on Instagram that day or something.
I made sure that you did that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you did that.
I can't lie. I have to be honest. I thought about unfollowing you. But not in the moment. It was like days later because like we hadn't like really like talked. Like it was like a week or 2 or 3 later.
I was messaging you. You just weren't seeing the messages.
Like, listen, I had chopped down my followings in the past couple years from like 1,500 to like now it's like at 200. So that was just me in my bag of like, does this guy deserve my follow for a long time? Or like, of course you do, you know, loving fan. But like sometimes it's like you meet people on a drunken night and you're like, yeah, for sure, I'll follow like all 12 of y'all. And then the next day you're like, what the... So after a few weeks, I was like, I should probably follow this guy or something. I haven't seen him in forever. Like it was a random drunken night. And then all of a sudden you popped up on the street one time, like like randomly, like I'm walking around in the street and you just happened to be there. And you were like, yo, Austin. And I was like, whoa, like there's that guy. I was like, Gage, what's going on? And then it was from that. Then after that seeing you in the street, then my mom came into town. And she's big on like putting me on to like new places, like, oh, you should go have some drinks here, or like there's the art crawl downtown.
Oh, we've done that.
So she came into town and she was like, I want to try this place. And then I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, my mom wants to try this crazy place, dueling pianos. You're into like traveling the entire city and like giving ratings on like the hottest spots in town. And like, I was like, this is just too good. I was like, my mom wants to go to dueling pianos. This sounds like something you would love to also go to if you haven't been already. And I think that's how it kind of like got together. And we got together at Co-op or Coop, however you want to call it.
I don't know how to say it either.
We got some frosés at Coop downtown, and that's really where we actually really connected.
Yeah, because after that, which I met your mom, and I freaking love your mom. She's my favorite human in the whole entire world, y'all. You have no idea how great this lady is. I love your mom. Like,
she loves you.
I love her so much. So, I remember you invited me back to your house and you showed me the new album. And I was like, oh, I get to hear this album. Love it.
Yep.
And I think I'm like one of the only people who knows the name of it, but we're not going to say the name of that album.
No, we're not.
But it's good. It's a good one. I've seen this man work hours in the studio, y'all. Hours. He is a perfectionist, but that's why his music's so good, because he cares about what he's doing. And it's an incredible album. And when you guys finally hear it, you're going to freak out. Freak all the way out.
It's just crazy. Well, thank you for saying that. It's just crazy to get to a place where you have met someone you didn't really think how much they would be a part of your life, and then looking back, you're like, wow, like I had no idea in that one moment how close we would be now. Crazy. It's just crazy how far we've come in such a small time.
Yeah, like what, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, 4 or 5 months.
Something like
it feels
that.
like we've just started taking over the world together.
Well,
so.
we've spent every single day together since then, I think, just about.
Damn near. I mean, we're on a mission, aren't we?
Trying to take over the world, one drink at a time. So, but yeah, it's just been nuts. And then we came into fall, and we both love fall.
Yeah.
Like, I'm obsessed with fall. And then you started to kind of become
You absolutely fall for autumn.
Oh, yes. I love it. It's my favorite. We had so much fun during fall. Went to Pumpkin Patch 1. We went to 1.
We're still in it.
Kind of, but I'm getting in my Christmas era right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm ready to jingle some bells.
Okay.
So
Even though it's like November 5th, but it's fine.
perfect. November 1st, I was ready. But we had so much fun during the fall. Well, we have to talk about this. I got you put on to Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, you did.
Like, obsessed.
It's bad. My obsession's bad.
You love the album.
I love her album so much. I brought my guitar today just in hopes that someone would be like, "Hey, can someone play some Sabrina Carpenter acoustic? Anyone?"
What's your favorite Sabrina Carpenter song? If you could only pick one, what's the best one?
Come on, man. That's like asking
You
me to
have
pick between my favorite children or something.
It's Slim Pickens out here. Come on. You gotta pick one.
Probably.
The people are waiting. They need to know.
Please, please, please.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not see that one
I was
coming.
gonna say Bedcam, but I just think Please, Please, Please is a little bit more timeless.
Wow. I mean, that's one of my favorites, but my favorite off the whole entire album is Taste, so.
I thought it was Juno.
It changes. But today it's Taste.
Okay.
Based on my mood today.
All right.
It's giving Taste.
Okay.
But Austin, we went to the concert. We had floor seats.
Yes, we did.
It was incredible. I got really lit there.
We got floor seats. We got free drinks somehow.
Oh my God.
One of my bartender friends was also at the show, and he saw me backstage and was like, "Oh, you should have told me you were gonna come. I would have given you these like pit wristbands." And I was like,
Vodka cran after vodka cran.
But then he made it up because he was like, "I'm just gonna just flood you with drinks, free drinks." And I
all
was like,
night long.
"Listen, we got good seats already as it is. Like a few more feet into the pit is not gonna make the biggest difference, but free drinks."
Love it. I was like dancing, having a great time. Austin stood there the whole time like this. Just like mesmerized by what was going on.
Yeah, what do you expect? I'm
was like-
mesmerized, I'm studying,
Yeah, so much.
slowly falling in love.
The gears were just.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ. I guess I'm going to dance by myself with these random strangers over here. But we had so much fun at Sabrina. And then
Yeah, we did.
the Sex and the City of it all. You going to talk about your love for Sex and the City a little bit?
Listen, just like I said earlier, when you meet someone and you don't really realize how impactful they can be in your life until months later, you have definitely put me onto a lot of things this year. It's been Sabrina Carpenter,
Yep, always.
blacking out at Barstool, and my love for that,
Love it.
and Sex and the City. I love Sex and the City, and I'm proud.
Which character are you most like from Sex and the City?
Me personally, I'm just like Samantha. Me and Samantha are the same person, and that's just that. So if you don't like it, then you can be a Charlotte.
And there you go. And just like that, there's his answer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm more of a Carrie Bradshaw, I'd like to say. Still looking for my Mr. Big, so if you're out there, please DM me, please. But definitely more of a Carrie Bradshaw kind of guy. Let's talk about our little blackout experience that we had just a couple days ago.
Blackout Besties.
That's right. We went to almost every single rooftop bar or rooftop hotel bar in Nashville, Tennessee the other day.
It's true. It was unhinged and unnecessary, but we had to do it. Somebody had to.
I can't remember where it started. We went to Cilantro's. We went to Cilantro's, which makes so much sense because that's where this all started for me, was at Cilantro's, blacking out on a pitcher of margarita, except I had probably like 3 pitchers. So, So I took him to Cilantro's and I was like, this is where it all started. And we had jumbo margaritas. I had 2. You had 1.
Yep.
And we were like, let's keep going. Let's go to some rooftop bars. So we went to L.A. Jackson's. And what a wild experience.
You put me on to L.A. Jackson's. I love that spot.
He had never been to L.A. Jackson's, y'all. Like, who doesn't know about L.A. Jackson? It's like a staple in Nashville. It's like the place to black out. It's notorious for blackouts. Like, come on. It's such a good spot.
I'll be going back again.
I hope so.
Especially with that sweater weather.
Listen, y'all, they had the best cocktail I've ever had in my whole entire life. And I can actually tell you, L.A. Jackson's has the best fall cocktail out of anywhere in the city, and it's called Sweater Weather. And holy shit.
We tried to get a picture to go.
Oh.
And they were not having it.
You ruined it.
I ruined it. I listen, I can be a little too honest sometimes. The truth just comes out. So whenever I asked her, I went up to the bar and I said, could I please get a picture of Sweater Weather? And she said, and I was like, I mean, you know, we're about to check out and, you know, just grab a picture to go real fast. And she was like, oh, no, I can't do that. And I was like,
why would you tell him to go?
And then she was like, but wait, are you staying in the hotel? And I was like, honestly.
Yes, room 304.
I'm not. But listen,
Domingo.
If you give them a fake hotel room number, they're going to be like, oh, like, can you verify your last name?
No, they're bartenders. They just want you to give them the wrong answer so that way they can illegally do it. I was a bartender for 5 years.
Maybe.
Okay, I know the drill. So just lie.
Listen, that Sweater Weather had me thinking not all the way straight.
I never think straight.
And you know what happens when you get drunk? You just end up telling the truth, so.
Well, I guess that does end up happening. We
honestly, it was probably a blessing in disguise that we didn't take a picture of Sweater Weather home with us.
No, I don't think that would have been a good idea at all. Because, mind you, y'all, this is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, this is not late.
Daylight savings time has just enabled.
Yeah, so it's just like activated me to be even more feral than I already am. So we're there. We're enjoying our sweater weather. And we both get noticed from 2 different kinds of people. The girls are
at the exact same time.
At the exact same time. The girls are like, oh my God, it's Austin Mahone. Except I think they might have said Mahomes. But how annoying is that? It's like, are you really a fan? Are you really a fan?
It's annoying for me, but it's also, I can understand it because it's like, there's just so many, like, it's Austin Mahone, Patrick Mahomes, Post Malone. It's like so many, like...
Well, the day ones, they know your name, so...
As long as it sounds like it kind of rhymes and is the same syllables damn near, like, I'm not going to be too angry, but it still kind of pisses me off sometimes.
But it was just so funny because at the same exact time, the girls go, oh my God, Austin Mahone. And then the gays go, oh my God, it's Blackout Bestie. And it happened at the same time. We're both just looking at each other like, we're out, we're enjoying our sweater weather, and we're like, what the hell? And it just like kind of all happened at once.
Yeah, she was like begging me. She was like, Austin Mahone. She was like, you're him. And I was like, yeah, I mean, well, yeah. The person you're saying is not me, but I'm Austin Mahone, yeah. She's like, oh my God, like, no, I don't believe you. You need to, like, give me your ID right now.
Oh, she did.
Pull out your ID and give it to me right now. And I was like, who asked a question like that to anybody? Like,
let me see your ID.
I'm not going to give you my physical ID, weirdo.
Yeah, that was...
I told her, I was like, I'm going to pull out my ID and show you only because my name's spelled with an N and not an M. Here it is. And then she was like, oh my God, it really is. I showed her and she was like, it is Austin Mahone. That's crazy. And I was like, all right, I'm done with this girl. Like,
she didn't process it.
What are we doing right now?
She didn't even process it.
Did not process it.
And then that same group was wild, y'all. Like, I know I get wild, but they made me look like normal. And we finally do the whole thing and pictures.
We're making our rounds. It's about 6:30 p.m.
Point,
daylight
maybe.
savings time. Sun had been down for like an hour and a half already, so it's like weird times, you know?
Yeah, and so we walk over, and they had just brought out this brand new huge heater. You know, those huge heaters with the big flames in it and stuff.
The fancy ones.
Oh, the big one. They cost thousands of dollars, yeah. I'm sure. Just unwrapped this fucker, and they put it out in front of this group. Well, they do that. 5 seconds later, they completely knock it down. It falls over on this, on these people that are sitting at this couch and shatters. And it's a wonder it didn't blow up on them. And this,
honestly, if that had an actual gas tank attached to it and that shit happened, the whole place would have exploded. Honestly,
because they didn't just like knock it over.
Everybody would have died.
They like fumbled, knocked this whole heater over, and it just exploded. And I was like, I looked at Austin and I said, do you see that? And we're like, well, it's time to go.
And this guy's crazy blacked out ass was like, it was like the section that it had crashed on. There was like glass everywhere in that section. The whole section cleared out, and he was like, "Let's keep an eye on that one." He's like, "As soon as that glass gets picked up, we're going right there." And I was like, "Do you think I'm gonna go sit into a section that just got bombarded with broken glass? Like, one, that's just bad vibes in the air. Like, two, like, no. By the time that happens and cleaned up, we're on to the next spot." Like,
Yeah.
me personally, if there's like some broken glass that gets broken and it's like, how did that happen? And it's a mess. Like, I'm not gonna be the first one that's like, let me just go sit into that broken glass area and just have a good time now.
Well,
But you were ready.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
listen,
I mean, I'm not.
If that was our one and only spot and we had nowhere else to go, I would have been on that same wave too. I would have been like, let's.
I don't get caught up on bad vibes because I bring the good vibes, so I don't worry about a space being all like that.
That's true. That's true.
I'm just like, whatever. We'll make this our spot. Who cares about the broken glass? Step around it. Let's go. I've got a drink in my hand. It's all I care about at this point.
That's
so
real.
as long as my drink is full, I'm okay.
That's real.
So, but that spot, they were cleaning it, so we went to the next spot.
Yeah, exactly. So
and
as
we
they're
were so
cleaning that
excited
up,
about that.
Yeah. Then
we were
we
excited
go
to have
to
our
the
own
one
spot.
hotel, right?
No, we did not go to the one hotel after that.
We went to W.
We went to the W hotel after that.
I don't remember what that one looked like.
We both kind of just like didn't remember what that looked like.
Honestly, yeah, that
We
the
were
W
in-
was a complete blank to me at
Yeah,
this point.
but then we go to the Harriet bar on top of the one hotel,
Yeah.
which if you have not been, ladies and gentlemen, you are missing out. I almost don't even want to tell you about it because I don't want you to flock there. But the vibe of this bar is immaculate. I thought I was in New York City, which I'm about to be there. We'll talk about that in a minute. But oh my God, it was gorgeous in there.
the way that place looks, it looks like a $45 million penthouse in New York.
Yes, it was insane. We go and we order our drinks and we go sit by the fire thing. We're having a great time talking about who knows what the hell we're talking about because at this point it is 7:30 and we are like 8 drinks in and lit up. We've had every fall drink, pumpkin spice, espresso martinis, sweater weathers, you name it, we've had it.
Listen, if y'all are out there and got a fall drink or a fall menu, now is the time to tell us about it because we're the ones rating them. We're the ones coming
Yes.
and filming the TikToks and letting everybody know about it. And honestly, we love blacking out. And we want to do that on fall cocktails, okay?
I love to black out on fall cocktails. I love your passion.
So let us know because we'll be there.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, for real. Seriously, DM me immediately your cocktail list if it's fall themed. And if you have fall leaves put up, we're going to be there immediately. Gonna be
I
there.
will tell you this. Now that we're talking about fall cocktails, I think the best fall cocktail menu that I've seen ever in life is at the Dream Hotel.
Oh my God. They even put a roasted marshmallow on your drink. That was insane. I love the Dream Hotel.
The entire bar
Obsessed.
filled with autumn leaves, a porch swing in the bar.
You were the happiest I've
piano
ever
set
seen
up
you.
in the corner for anyone that wants to just sit down and jam. An entire menu, an entire top to bottom of a page, fall cocktail
Yeah,
list.
like 20.
Not just like, oh, here's our 1 or 2 signature fall cocktails. No,
Yeah.
we got a plethora.
Elite.
I could have stayed there the rest of the night and tried them all.
I almost shit my pants when I walked in there. I said, holy shit, look at this place. It is incredible. And then your eyes got like that big. And I was like, it's like taking my kid to Disney World. He's so excited.
I know.
You had like the best time in there. That I completely forgot about. How did I forget about that? I'm so glad you remembered because I was going to bypass it. And that was one of the best ones besides the one. I would say Dream and the one are the 2 best hotel bars in Nashville.
So far.
But LA Jackson too, top.
We haven't tried them all, but we've tried some pretty good ones.
Yeah, but that's like right now my top 3. The first one is going to be the one. And then it's going to be LA Jackson, and then it's going to be the Dream Hotel. But they're all so close. Like they only are beating each other by a point.
I could agree with that.
Because it was insane. We got super lit that night. Like super lit.
It was one of them nights that had to be had.
Yeah, I think we passed out at 10 o'clock that night. I'm almost certain that we did.
Well, when you start drinking at 4 p.m., first day of daylight savings, that's what happens.
Bad move. But everything I do is feral like that. So go hard or go home is what I always say. So we had a good time, and I'm glad that we had that experience, and I hope we have hundreds of more. So if you have like a Christmas cocktail bar coming out too, any of the Christmas pop-up bars, slide into my DMs, and me and Austin will come and try every single drink on the menu, okay?
And not
So if
only
you
will
want
we just
that-
come in and try them, we're gonna tell all of our followers and rave about it.
Oh, perfect. That's what I do. So that's great. So if you're out there listening, Nashville, we're ready. Okay, we're ready, and we'll take on all the bars, especially when we come back from tour. Which leads me into you're going on tour.
That's right.
I'm so excited to see you hit the road, and the Nashville show is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Tomorrow.
So we're kicking off the tour in Nashville.
By the time this comes out, we had probably done the tour, but the first show is tomorrow, and we're super excited. I know I am. This is a moment I've been waiting on for a very long time, and honestly, I could not have done it without you. So thank you for helping me put this tour together.
Of course.
Honestly, I probably would not be able to put this tour together so fast and efficiently without your help. So
we do what we have to do.
I thank you. I know the fans definitely thank you.
Well, you got a strong fan base, I'll tell you that. The Mahomies are showing up and showing out. They've even migrated over to my page, which I think is fun, but they're like, I was on live last night, okay? And I'm at Chili's, and all in the comments, is Austin with you? Is Austin with you at Chili's? Is Austin blacking out with you at Chili's? Where's Austin at? I'm like, I don't know, probably in his bed or something. I am at Chili's having 14 Presidente margaritas. It's election night. So I don't know where he's at. But they go hard for you. Like, I'm like, whoa. This is
they're
crazy.
Definitely very protective, very loving.
I thought I was a Mahomie, but whoo.
I mean, you got the OG hat on right now.
Yeah, I love this hat. It goes with my whole entire
That's
outfit.
a hat that was made back in, I think, like 2012.
Oh, perfect. That's exactly when I started loving
Vintage.
you. Perfect.
Yep.
I mean, my love for you goes all the way back. How many years ago was that? 2012.
I know that. That's why I gave you the hat, because it's fitting.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'll always be a Mahomie. More of a Mahomie than I am a believer. I'll tell you that right now. So that's all. I'll just say that because my mama always said, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. So, but Mahomie. But you believers, y'all can have it. Anyway, so going on tour.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about it. Where are you going?
Yes, I'm going on tour. We're starting it off in Nashville for the first show. Mm-hmm. And then right after that, we go to Atlanta, then New York. And then after that, we're going to have a little Texas run where I'm from. Of course, I'm from.
Had to do Texas.
We're doing Houston first, then Austin, and then ending it on San Antonio.
Your hometown.
My hometown. So I will be there just in time for Thanksgiving.
Perfect.
And also, we might have some extra dates in the works. Yep. It's not official yet.
Definitely
We're talking about it. It's in the air. So
it's definitely going to happen.
If you guys want me to come to your city, just let us know in the comments. Honestly, there's a lot of cities out there, a lot of places I got to be, but, I need y'all to help remind me because, we're on tour and this is the time. So, we're adding extra dates at the end. If y'all want me to come to y'all city, let us know.
Perfect. Can I tell you where I'm most excited about going?
Please.
New York City.
To have your Sex in the City moment?
Oh, my God. I could come apart. When I see the skyline. I'm scared I'm going to have to put a diaper on because I'm scared I'm going to shit my pants. That's how excited
I'm going to speak this into existence right now.
I'm just so excited.
I'm speaking this into existence. It's already existing. But while we're in New York, we are going to run into the girls filming for And Just Like That.
You better make sure there's a hospital nearby because I will go
We are
cardiac
going
arrest.
to run into Carrie Bradshaw and Samantha Jones and Charlotte York and Miranda, whatever the hell her last name is. We are going to run into them in New York while they're filming for And Just Like That. That's happening.
I hope we should be on that.
And you won't shit your pants.
Perfect. We should be on that show. So HBO Max, well, I guess it's just Max now. Austin Mahone and Gage Briney would both like to be in an episode of And Just Like That. I think you can make it happen.
We'll already be there.
He has more followers than Sarah Jessica Parker. So what are you doing? Put him on the show, but put me on there too, because I'm a good time also.
Listen, we'll already be there for the scene being filmed, so y'all might as well just slide us right on in.
Exactly, and we are going, while we are in New York, we have a lot that we have to do because, obviously he has a show. And after the show, the same night after you perform, we're having an after party at Plume, and it's the official Austin Mahone after party. And so we encourage all of you to come out and listen to your favorite Austin Mahone songs and party with us and drink with us and have a good... I mean, can you believe that we're having an official after party at one of the hottest nightclubs in New York City?
Yeah, I can believe that because that's just what we do.
Yeah, well, I can't. So I was like so excited. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of it, but this place is freaking gorgeous. It is like immaculate. It is everything I've dreamed of. It will be our Sex in the City moment in New York City is at Plume. It's amazing.
How many Cosmos is too many?
Not enough. Not enough. There's not enough. We're going to have like 20 Cosmopolitans at Plume, and I'm so ready. And, well, they have gin, too. I don't know if you're a gin drinker, but they're the second largest gin bar in the world. So we're going to have to start liking gin. Just so
I'll
you know.
give it a try for them.
I've never had it. So I'm down for a G&T, gin and tonic, with a squeeze
My
of lime.
Blackout Bestie has never had gin in his entire life.
Nope, never been a gin girly, but I can be put onto it quick. I could be put onto it real quick, especially at Plume. And we're having dinner at the Ivory Peacock, which is above Plume, which has been in Sex and the City.
Iconic.
So, I'm like, what else could you want? In Manhattan?
Yeah.
What is life? Like, so excited. And you don't know this yet, but we are going to dinner one night, and we're getting martini fountains.
What the fuck?
We're going to dinner, and we're getting martini fountains. Fountains of martinis. That's a Cosmo. A martini is a Cosmo is a martini.
Okay, well, I'll just mentally and physically prepare before that happens.
Fountain of martinis. Blackout Bestie. Okay?
Let's make it espresso.
So, oh my God, I didn't even
Keep us up all night.
think about that. No. We're going to be so exhausted.
Unhinged. Wired.
We have to cram a whole entire show in for tour, which is going to be insane because it's sold out. So that's great.
The show is sold out. If you guys are trying to come, you can't. And listen, we're sorry. We would love to have y'all there, but it just sold out so fast that you just have to catch us next time.
And that happens. But I will tell you this. If you can't make it to the show, you can make it to Plume for the official after party, Austin Mahone after party. So
there you go.
I encourage you to come out to that. But to cram 3 days worth of New York City, whew, how are we going to go to all the spots that I'm going to force you to go to?
I'm going to narrow them down.
Well, you better get to narrowing them down because I'm ready. I'll be coming in hot. Okay. I want a pair of Louis Vuittons just like Carrie Bradshaw, so I need to go to the store immediately when we get there. I want to be decked out. I want to look like Carrie Bradshaw. As close as Carrie Bradshaw that I can. But I'm so excited about New York. I've been dreaming about this my whole entire life. And you got me there. You're the reason I'm going to New York. What a great reason to go. Wouldn't be going without you.
One hand washes the other.
What does that mean? And why are you rubbing your hands like that? You're weird.
I'm on my Birdman shit.
What is this?
It's because I'm plotting.
You're plotting?
I'm plotting the agenda for our 3-day excavation.
You better. And then we're going to I've never been to Texas either.
That's crazy.
I've never been to Texas. I'm Southern as hell. Literally a Southern belle. I sound like a Southern gay grandmother. And that's how I sound. You make fun of the way I talk all the time.
Southern gay grandmother.
Yeah, I sound like biscuits and gravy, straight up. Straight up out the kitchen. Biscuits and gravy. That's what I sound like. And not just regular gravy, white peppered gravy. Okay? So, and I've never been to Texas. I'm so excited to go to Texas.
I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. I can't wait to see. I'm most excited about Austin, Texas. But I'm super excited about San Antonio because that's your hometown. So I'm just ready to like go and experience all of that with you, which is going to be unhinged.
I'm like half from Houston and half from San Antonio. So just being able to have a show in Houston, just Texas all around.
I was going to ask you, can we hear your Southern accent? If you were going to imitate me, how would I sound? How Southern can you go? Just say something that I would say. You've heard it.
Oh, my word.
No, that is not. I don't ever say, oh, my word. When have you ever heard me say, oh, my word?
Right now. It sounded authentic the way you just said it.
No, you've got better phrases than that you've mimicked me saying. I just want to hear that Southern drawl. Hey, boy.
Well, butter my bum and call me a biscuit.
That's right. That's more of something I would probably say. I couldn't even imitate you if I wanted to.
Boy, you better be ready for all the fixins.
Okay, keep that to yourself, buddy. Keep that to yourself. It's slim pickings out here. Just keep that one to yourself. Yeah, I couldn't imitate you if I wanted to. I wouldn't even know what to do. Just hey, my name is Austin Mahone. Thank you for listening to my new album. Thank you.
It's pretty good.
Just
It's pretty damn good.
Who's got the smoke? We doing this or no?
You're spot on.
If I had sunglasses, that's exactly how it would be. Because who wears sunglasses in a room?
Me, bitch.
I guess so. And those sparkly shoes. I wish I could pull off some sparkles. He's got the Mona Lisa on his socks.
Yeah, I bet you
y'all.
wish you could pull off these Mona Lisa socks too.
I do. Right now I have on Austin Mahone socks.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll see them. Oh, no, you got boots on.
We're not taking off the boots and doing all that. It'd take me forever to get these fuckers back on. So let's talk about the new album a little bit. You got a new album coming?
Yes, my new album, which is called You Thought.
Oh, I thought he was actually going to do it. Like, I held my breath. I was like, oh my God.
No, the new album, it is a one-word title. I'm not going to say anything else, but
it smells good.
It is... that was a little close there.
No.
But it is an album that I've been working on for the past year, and I'm really working on getting it done as fast as I can because I know I can be a perfectionist. I can take a little bit too long to finish things sometimes, and it's not that good to be a perfectionist because it just, you get procrastinating and all that. So.
I think it is good to be a perfectionist. I've watched you in the studio.
Oh, the devil's in the details, so,
But you get it so right. Like, you just really...
I'm okay with, like, letting things be what they are, but when there's going to be a record that's heard until the end of time, that's going to be out there forever, like, I just want to make sure everything is, like, buttoned up pretty well.
Well, I think A Lone Star Story was definitely a teaser for what this album is about to be.
For sure.
And I think the people are not ready for this. This is like Austin Mahone. Like,
it
this
is,
like,
yeah. No, they're definitely not ready. I mean, I know they are ready, but I think A Lone Star Story was a good introduction into my stepping into the country genre of music. And I think this next album, the album that's coming out probably in the spring, I'll give you all that.
Oh, so another tour maybe, y'all. Maybe we do another tour.
We'll definitely be touring next year, but the album's coming in the spring. I won't say the name. It's a one-word name. But it is definitely, I think, more me.
Oh, it for sure
than
is.
anything else I put out. I think for my fans that love like that R&B side of me, and to be able to put some soul into my music, and for me to also add some country elements into it, I think is really gonna be amazing. And I think it's what the fans want. So I'm just giving them what the people want. So.
Let me just say this. There is not a sound like this out right now. Like Post Malone and Beyonce are all like doing the country thing. But this is like R&B pop infused country. It's its own genre. Like it's its own. It's just Austin Mahone. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to be this or I'm trying to be that. It's like he's created this own like organic sound that is insane. Sonically, it's a freaking smash album. I'm obsessed with it, and I can't wait for everyone to hear it because they're gonna absolutely lose their shit. The posters are gonna be going up on walls all over again. Everybody's gonna know who you are if they don't already, and if you don't, or you're living under a fucking rock. But incredible album. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So proud of you, and I'm so glad that you came on this podcast as my first guest. I don't really know how we're gonna like live up to.
I mean, listen, we're just setting the bar, and what that means is we don't have to set it too high. We just gotta set it.
Oh, I always set the bar real high.
I know,
because I'm all in kind of person.
I agree
to the extremes.
Listen, the bar we are setting right now is high, but I'm saying to set it, we don't have to go the complete highest possible. We just gotta set it, and it's high already. So the next person will come and they'll raise it a little bit more, and then I'll come again, and then we'll super raise it.
Yeah, well, you're gonna always be my favorite guest, probably.
I'll be back. This isn't the first time.
The last time.
The last time.
This is the first time, though.
This is the first time.
This is the first time. It won't be the last.
I haven't had breakfast this morning, and this whiskey's hitting me already. So this is the first time, but it definitely will not be the last time.
No, we're gonna do this so much more. Like I'm just glad to have you. I think what we need to do is we need to actually go. We need to get Baja blasted at the Taco Bell one time. We need to black out at Taco Bell because we haven't done that together.
I'm ready.
So we have to go black out together. At,
You just haven't taken me yet.
Who's got the time? I mean, we are just going. And then we need to go to freaking Chili's. And I also like to say something, Chili's and Taco Bell. Where you at? Where you at in the DMs? Because been doing some promoting. So, and it's all true. So where's it at? Where's my commercial? Because I'm trying to be in one.
Show this boy some love.
Like, come on. I've gotten Baja blasted. I've gotten triple dipped at Chili's. The 3 for me. Let's go. I just had 15 Presidente margaritas last night. Woke up today with my eyes swollen. I was like, Jesus, I missed the election. Blinked, and it was over. I was like, dang, okay. Well,
It's probably better that way, honestly.
yeah, it is what it is. We're not even going to go there because that is not
Let's not go there.
No, we
Because
are.
we want to keep the frequencies and the vibes right.
Yes, we are talking about blacking out on this podcast at all times. Very lighthearted. But yeah, I'm just so glad to have you here. I'm glad that we got to tell the people how we met. I'm glad that our paths even crossed. I think it's just wild to like sit back and think like 14-year-old Gage would have died and went to the like he would be dead if he knew. He would be in the hospital recovering for a very long time if he knew that his best friend was now Austin Mahone. What? That's why I pointed my finger so hard at you and said, come here right now. And I think all my friends were worried. They're like, oh no, because I was blacked out. I was actually blacked the fuck out. We had 2 bottles of tequila and my friends were blacked out too. So they're like, oh, we can't stop him because we're fucked up and he's fucked up. So this is going to be a disaster.
You held it together pretty well.
I haven't always. So I'm very proud of myself because once upon a time, I almost knocked over a fishbowl at a Ringo Starr concert. And
I thought you did do that.
No, I almost knocked it over, but I didn't actually knock it over. And it was a horrible thing that happened because I showed out. So I think everybody was like a little nervous. Is Gage going to pull a Ringo Starr again? Is he going to mess up everything? And look, here we are. All because I blacked out at Friends in Low Places and ended up at Barstool, which is my favorite bar in Nashville.
I think it was God's plan for us to get together.
If we wouldn't have met then, we would have met later. Well, I would have made sure of it. I would have absolutely made sure that we crossed paths. So I'm just glad that we did.
Yes.
And here we are.
Here we are.
The #1 Blackout Bestie. First one on the pod.
I'm blessed to be here.
You're so funny. Well, I am just really glad that you came on here, and I think this was a great way to...
Thank you. And I know you're wrapping this up. I could tell that you're, tying the bow right now.
I'm trying.
But before we send it off, I just want to say that I am so proud of you.
Oh.
And you're going to take this. I know, you don't know what to do with compliments sometimes, but you're going to take these flowers.
Okay, perfect. I've
because
flowers.
I'm very proud of you. You're a super hard worker.
Thanks.
You're a incredible multitasker. I don't know how you do it sometimes.
Me either. I have ADHD.
And this tour wouldn't be possible without you or Bella. And I love you both. And I'm just so proud that you are a pioneer because people love your content. People just love you. When we go out and about, people, like, they lose their minds over you. Like, they'll see you and go crazy, and they're just like, oh, my God.
It's so bizarre.
I see the joy on their faces, and it makes them happy to see you, and your content does that to them. So just keep doing what you're doing, and don't think that it's okay to just stop and rest for too long.
I can't.
Because that's when momentum dies, and we don't want that.
No, I'm going to keep cranking out the content.
I think everything you're doing is what the world needs right now.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'm serious. I think Nashville needs it desperately. And I think just the world needs your energy because Nashville is up and coming and getting bigger than ever and going crazy. And they need you to help spread the word about all the hottest spots around town. They really do. Because your engagement is like anyone else is like, you got the highest engagement.
Well, I mean,
it's because you work so hard and you dedicate yourself to like really like, expressing your love for, these brands and like just being yourself. So keep going.
I appreciate you saying that. That is so sweet.
And I love you. Thank you for having me on the podcast today.
I love you too. Thank you for being here. And we're going to do it again. I thank you guys for watching my very first episode of Blackout Besties. I'm not sure like we're actually going to be able to top this episode or not, but I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can. But having Austin here was amazing, especially because he's one of my best friends, and I'm so proud of you too.
You are a superstar.
You are a superstar. We can do this all
Don't let
day.
anybody dim your light. Not even the alcohol.
I love alcohol. I think I might like alcohol. I love alcohol more than I love you.
We'll be going to therapy right after this.
I'm kidding. We're going to have a margarita after this and some tacos is what I want right now.
I need that so bad right now.
Yeah, so we're going to actually black out after this podcast. It is 11 a.m. in the morning, but we do not care because that's how we do things on the Blackout Bestie podcast. He's already got his drink.
Blackout Besties.
Can you believe that I don't have a drink, y'all? This is insane. Well, I think that's a wrap.